Coming up on this episode of the Peppage, help astronauts travel through space. Travel through time. Hello, viewers. I've played Causality about an hour now, and it's a puzzle game. It's a pretty basic puzzle game as well. Although this one differentiates itself because it has time travel mechanics, I guess. I mean, I can control the passage of time like this. Really, you're moving between each of these blocks, though. Like if I click down here at the bottom, you can see me zoom between them, and you can zoom right to the end. So as much as there are the ability to move between the blocks by dragging your mouse up and down, it really is limited. It's not really extreme, like, oh, I made a mistake, so I can go back. But it's not like that much fun to click and hold like the mouse like that. I don't find the controls to be great. I mean, it's fine, I guess. It'll work. But like having something, the mouse wheel would be a lot better to control moving between. Let me try again. Using the mouse wheel would be a lot easier to scroll between these points on the bottom. And that way it would be a lot more comfortable for me to quickly switch between, when I screwed up, switch between these nodes. And I think that that's a better control scheme. Obviously, this game looks very mobile. That control scheme with the mouse moving up and down is very mobile, at least when the game shows you that you can do it on the left-hand side. It shows a mouse. So it's not... this is a good port, if it is a port, but it still feels very mobile. So it's not egregious. It's not like wrong. It's just not optimal. And I wish or hope that they fix it. All right, I made a mistake already. So yeah, you can see I'm moving these blocks on the round, and I'm just making sure these guys get to the end. That's the whole game. Get the guys to the end zone. Basically, sometimes there's one guy on the level, sometimes two, sometimes three. I haven't seen four yet that I can remember. I don't think I've seen four. So I mean, it's incrementally getting more difficult, right? They introduced a button with one guy, now it's a button and two guys, and I'm sure soon it'll be a button and three guys and switches. I mean, I've seen the levels, so I kind of already know. I'm cheating here. But yeah, I find the controls to be just a lot easier to click down here at the bottom. Now this one, I kind of forget, so bear with me. I think I screwed it up. Anyway, I do love the aesthetic, though. I think it's super clean, minimal, but still like really striking. And I love that it's like fluid, and the tentacle monster arm is pretty cool. And I can cleanly see everything that's going on, and the resolution is really good. I know I feel like I've been talking about that a couple times recently, but the resolution being wrong or just different is kind of annoying, because I want to be able to like see everything clearly. In this game, you can see everything clearly. I bungled this one up too, didn't I? I should probably just zoom to a different level just so you can see the... instead of watching me fail this one over and over again. There are 4 different sections. This first section is the main menu. And then World 1, World 2, 3, and 4. I did not make it to 4 yet. I made it up to 3 in an hour. So you can kind of gauge maybe how long that might take you. There are extra stages I did not beat. Once you beat 10, these other extra stages open up. So there is a little bit more gameplay here than I have done, but still, it still seems pretty short. Yeah, I mean, let's see how to do this one. This game also lends itself greatly to trial and error, because if I set up these blocks in a certain way now, on the bottom you'll be able to see that I'm going to go back in time to a certain point, and that will, that's probably something I want to do, and that'll help me set up this whole level. Like, it's pretty easy to like set up that kind of thing and see exactly where I'm going to go. So I'm going to rotate this one here. This one's going to zoom me forward in time, which makes me lose 3 steps. Probably not something I want to lose, is time. So that's probably not the right way. If I go forward, then the tentacle gets me. Probably don't want to do that. So I'm going to go left because I'm pretty sure I'm going to go left. That way, when I go into this button and come back out and then zoom back around to the thing, it puts me all the way back in time. I'm going to hit the button. Hit the teleporter way up here on the right-hand side. You can see the dot, and I'm going to zoom all the way back in time to the point I am now. So it automatically knows that I'm going to hit that when I hit this, when I set it up, which is cool. And then I appear on the screen actually too. So my other reverse guy appears on the screen. It is cool, and I think that's a really cool mechanic, and I do like the time travelness of this game, but it just lends itself more to a trial and error based kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is neat, and the world like grows as you're zooming. I'm just playing around, by the way. As you're zooming, the world grows and shrinks if you go back in time. That's pretty cool. I guess that goes more with the aesthetics, though, of how much I like that. And spacemen are cool. Here's a little bit of World 3, a totally different background again. And so the game mixes it up a lot, and I like that. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to beat this one. I haven't beaten this one. I'm going to bail. I'm bad at puzzle games. I'm so bad. You want to sit here and watch me struggle with a level. But, I mean, generally, it's still just a puzzle game in a way that you'd expect. You know, it still kind of just keeps the same vibes throughout, and while it's introducing new things, these are still just switches, and you're still just trying to get to the end point, and the world still is flat. And you know, if like you walked on the sides of the level or something like that, or if there was like an up ceiling you had to like walk on level, that could really differentiate itself more. Because the time travel right now is just, you know, you're really just looking at the puzzle at a specific point in time. It makes it kind of turn-based, which is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with this game. I really love the aesthetic, and I kind of like the puzzles, since they weren't too hard for my tiny brain. But it's still overall, it's still just fine. I don't really consider it to be anything that is really special, which is, I guess, unfortunate or fortunate. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. That's the best I can say. On a scale of 1 to woo, this game is fine. It's okay. Well, if you watched this far, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Hey, the hat. Yeah, well, that's because last time I got teased in the last one because I have really long hair right now and I should get a haircut. So I decided to put on a hat. Well, by telling you, I just